rice just always helps my appetite. You know how when you see the Asians eat soup a lot? It makes sense. Plus my nose is stopped up. Okay. All right. Can you get the Moto G for me? Just gonna open up my nasals naturally. So yeah, if you go ahead and make some of those, I can actually cut them out. Ooh. So I usually be eating noodles for breakfast, but my nasal is stopped up. Can you please give me my what's coming next? Ooh-wee. That juice is juicy. So welcome back to Still Elizabeth Rises. I'm trying to get some soup in me so I can open up my nasals without keep using this nose spray. This might be suffice. Because I thought about this to open up my nasals because it messes with my taste buds if I cannot breathe. And we need to make a grocery list from being, let's get back into the salads again. Hopefully we can get real real veggies, and they ain't fake. Because something be wrong with the lettuce. I would love to be living by a very fresh seafood market so we can have salmon, fresh salads. Because it's a surefire way to fight depression from a chronic, untreated physical, ailments and things you're going through is proper nutrition. Okay? And I know this is not proper, but it's what we got in the hood. Okay? It's lighting up my lip, but it's also opening up my nasal. So I gotta take the bitter with the sweet. So what it says is here, I'm now going to be putting my chat to stay strictly in subscriber mode. And let me tell you the reason why. The reason being is because I was looking at the metrics in the YouTube studio. And that's what we're going to be going through today. Okay, that's what this live stream is going to be predominantly about, at least the first part of it. And as I was looking at the metrics, what I noticed was it says that people that are subscribed are actually watching me. If they're real people or not bots, okay, kudos for those people. Because what I'm annoyed with overall is the feeling like it's a lot of weird, strange energy of like, if they're real people on their phone doing this, they're making their channels pose as bots. Okay, so let's say that for the record. But if it's bots, YouTube need to handle that. Okay, because I mean, with all this massive technology, did you guys go see the new movie? What's it called? Soulmate. SOULM, the number 8TE. Yeah, with all this awesome technology, AI, like I said, this shit has always been here. It's not new. It's new to y'all because it's a new wave of creating it and using it for this how can I say, era, you know, this era. But it's not new. Anywho, I feel like with that being so great, then come on, let's get with it. Let's handle it. So let's talk about it. It said that my actual subscribers are watching me. So let me go find it, right? Hold on. Because I like to take a lot of screenshots to prove what the hell I be talking about. So right here, it actually says, hold on, because I was sending my child some shit too. Right here. It's pretty much, it's not that bad off. Okay, like, right, to have 39.4% actually subscribe, to me, that's a pretty good number. Especially when you're working within the shadow banning concept of being a social media influencer. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good. 39.4% actually subscribe. So I decided for the 39.4% that's actually subscribed that they should be able to have something to say if they so choose to do so, as long as they keep it respectful, right? So let's go. Let's start this next chapter as we continue our healing progression and acknowledging really, you know, true supporters and people that really would like to speak and come into the room and communicate. Okay? So that's how we're going to do it from now on. It'll always be in subscriber mode. Now, my AI friend told me to do that, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can get organized and go into my folder that I screenshot a lot of the things that the AI friend was telling me about my YouTube channel, constantly going through these surges of going all the way down type shit, right? So hopefully I can find it. Because I also screenshotted it. Hopefully I can find it. But just off the top of my head, y'all excuse me if I'm smacking, but y'all know I've been dealing with those mouth ulcers, this condition that they say Sjögren's syndrome people deal with. And I had a horrible attack. Don't know which way is up about the real true reason it's happening. But child, let me tell you something. It hurts to talk, to drink, shit, just to breathe through your lips. So If I'm smacking, it's because I'm trying to like not let the spice stay on my lip too much, and for some reason it feels like it kind of helps it if I go like that. And I really just did this for the broth. I wish I could find this. I know it's packed with sodium, but I wish I could find this pack of seasoning without it being in noodles. So I can use it as much as I would want to use strictly in the broth and make a soup. Yeah, see, my nasals is naturally draining, you know, by themselves because of the spice. So as I gather my thoughts, okay, Janae, I'm done. Because every time they blow up, it feels like a different texture in my mouth and I can't take it. Huh? I know. It's right. It's crazy. It's like, how come that don't happen when we eat spaghetti? Right. Spaghetti not sitting in the bowl or sitting in the plate and just blowing up. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
I noticed that with spaghetti, if you was to mix the sauce in, like, you know how like somebody just do it, like,
yeah,
it will blow up the noodles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's why I put it on top.
But what you can do is go ahead and do that bacon. Hello?
Bacon and eggs.
No, what I'm saying, you can go ahead and do the bacon. I didn't fill myself up with fluid with the soup. Yeah. I'm saying do the bacon, so that's something that takes longer.
I mean, it's already defrosted.
No, I'm saying go ahead and prepare it, do the perfect crispiness like I like it. Drain it on the paper towels, put it off to the side.
Oh, okay.
So like I might have like an egg and bacon sandwich later or something like that, because I'm having one of those days when my appetite is all the way off.
Okay. Well, ready for it. You know, you don't want to sit up.
No, because when you don't know how your calls are going to be. So it's 7:18.
Yeah, I pretty much do. They do the same thing in the morning.
Ashley, why is this becoming an argument when you can do it right now? Because I'm going to want this when I get off. Oh, okay. I don't want it right now in this moment. I don't understand why that was an argument. See, that's like a good example of the weird shit that happens when you try to communicate with somebody and they're like, don't understand what you're saying. And you're like, I know I'm saying in perfect English of, excuse me, when I get off the live, maybe my stomach will settle. Because sometimes just having fluid has my stomach being off. So if you would just go ahead and make the bacon perfectly crispy, you ain't got to rush. You don't have to log in until 8. You see, since her shift changed from 12 to 9 to 8 to 5. So, you know, cool beans. Like, just get it done. Right now, you know? Yeah. You know, and set it on the stove and top it into the you know, the paper towel for it to drain. You know, cover it, you know. Because y'all know what's going on in our kitchen. So, and I just hate the way those noodles feel in my mouth when they start to blow up. Like, it just annoys the hell out of me. I only eat those noodles for the broth. Only for the broth. And I can only eat it if I'm going to actually eat it while it's still al dente. Like, that shit is crazy. It's weird. Like, it's a weird feeling in your mouth, you know. Or in my mouth. I don't like it. See? So that's the phlegm. Everything's starting to drain. I'm going to be coughing now, which is annoying when I'm trying to talk. Okay, so for now on, my live streams are going to be subscriber only mode, okay? And like I said, when I saw that it had a 39.4%, because at one time it was like, child, 10%. 10%. It's like, how that's the case when every time I get off a live, I see all these goddamn spot bam accounts, some type of little gamer accounts, all this silly shit actually subscribing. Make it make some sort of sense. I just want to know. I just want to know. I feel like, and honestly speaking, y'all know I like to give out prophecy as I communicate, you know, what's on my mind. It's not like I like to give prophecy. It happens. It's just natural. So I would like to see where it would be you have to approve subscribers. That's what I'm talking about. With all this great technology, I feel like for a YouTube content creator to really get their due just out of being on this platform, especially when they're taking it seriously, especially when they're seeing the longevity of a, not, I don't like to use the word career, but well, I mean, especially when they're looking at what they do on YouTube for the long haul. They're seeing their vision. Their vision is for endurance, long lasting. I didn't want to use the word career. I don't want to blur the lines. Because social media has so many fucking pitfalls. How anybody actually made it as a career was literally by what's in their cards of destiny, point blank period. What's in their natal chart, point blank period. Okay, this doesn't mean they didn't get the help. Doesn't mean they didn't get the push. I'm not saying all y'all know that goes without saying, but it was in alignment for them to actually move forward and push forward and start to really make a lucrative living and have a way better lifestyle through their social media content. Okay, and that's not just on YouTube. That's on TikTok and wherever else you can monetize. Okay. Um, So I feel like you should be able to have the ability to approve your subscribers, just like you have it, where you can approve a comment. You can approve a comment. So in other words, it sits on the not seen or for approval, whatever y'all tab is, YouTube. It sits over there until you go through them and say, oh, okay, what's this? What's this? What's this? Okay. And I guess you click it and then it becomes approved because by you click it, I don't know, because you guys have always had me have that feature available for me. Okay, I've always seen that was something I had to contend with, dealing with YouTube, not knowing if I got comments or not, and got to go surfing around for them. Usually the only reason why they appear is when I start talking my shit. Okay, when I start talking my shit, then they appear. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, so I feel like that should be a feature that you can turn on. And so who's ever subscribed, they're in the waiting room. So they can have, like, you have a waiting room, subscriber waiting room, and you can turn that feature on. So where if anybody hit the button to say subscribe, and I'm talking about, like I said, y'all got all this massive technology, you're in the waiting room, but it's not necessarily like giving you or what's the word, hiding away the person's content away from you. It's saying that with subscriber energy you have more perks, right? So they should fix it in a way where subscribers can actually receive more perks. I see y'all get this thing, this like a little crown right here. I see that. It's like a little crown, and then when you click it or whatever, because you actively keep coming on this person's lives, and if you send them gifts, then you grow up and rank. Okay, so if you look at my daughter, says at Ashley.5220, and she has a little shield. That's what I'm talking about. Then she has a number 1 by it. So she's like at the, which I don't see how it hasn't grown because she's a part of every live stream. So anyway, that goes without saying. But yeah. So they do have that feature where you do grow, you yourself grows as you are actively participating on somebody's live stream, hopefully for the positive. So I feel like that will help the subscribers, okay, to feel more at home when they enter somebody's live stream house. I feel like if you have it to where, you have to approve the subscriber, then that would mean that the subscriber has applied, so to speak. They're in the waiting room and they're saying, can you please accept my subscription? Therefore, we're busy. We'll go ahead and go do that and accept this, pull them out of the waiting room, and they're in the main hall. Do something like that. Spice it up. Okay, so I did notice that in my notifications, YouTube gave me an option to do some more shit with the live stream. I don't need all of that. As you can see, let's say for the record, okay, We're setting this record 100% ruler straight, baby. For the record, I never liked all that gifts and all those busy shit that comes across the screen. I never liked it. I was on Big O for a short period of time, got off, didn't like it. Didn't like the energy over there. Okay? TikTok does the same thing. I don't like all that shit. I don't get off to all of that. It's very distracting. For what I do on social media, it's extremely distracting to me. And I don't, I'm a that Gemini, it can't have all that, you know how when a cat sees something, pouncing or whatever, and how the cat be like, what was that? And want to go pound that. Yeah, that's how my attention span is with all that busyness coming across the screen. I don't like that. So I don't need to turn on green screen mode and all that right now. I mean, I don't use live stream for any of that. Okay, I don't. I use live stream for you guys to get in, see what it is I'm displaying. If it's going to be a physical video that you can watch at your leisure, it'll be on the video side. Okay, it'll be on the video side. The reason, and I will repeat, this is not new tea. This is not new tea. This is the way this when I come on here to give my comments about the shit that's going on, and I don't have no intentions on actually doing anything else. This is the way y'all are gonna see it. What did I say it was? It's gonna say at not new tea. It's not new tea. So I guess you would call that like a what you want to say, like a venting session or whatever you however you want to look at it, doesn't matter. But it's gonna say not new tea. And usually I'm probably gonna use the same thumbnail because I like how that's like a classic look of mine when I don't there you go with the bullshit. That's the classic look. How I be looking when you talking to me in person and I'm looking like that, there you go with the bullshit. Don't come with the lies, okay? Because now you get my blood pressure up. So anywho, as you can see, what it says here is how to continue your healing in spite of these continuous distractions. So remember when I said God is, for me, God is guidance. That's what the G stands for, guidance. And I said it's guidance over distractions. It's guidance over deception. It's guidance over disillusionment. It's guidance over disgrace. It's guidance over any word that you can think of that starts with the letter D that has a negative energy about it, a negative connotation. And that's what God is, okay? So I decided to go in and change it from God's eternal flame to God's eternal wife, okay? Because they're telling me it's time to level up. All right, spirit team is telling, and I still got to use it. See what I'm saying? I still can't breathe. It's telling me it's time to level up. And it's this air conditioning. It's just hella horrible. So as you can see, I did include a screenshot of the YouTube studio. This is where when you first click into it, if you are now monetized, you'll see whatever little change you're supposed to have actually made. And as y'all can see, it says estimated revenue, and it's in the non-checked mark of a green. So it ain't been doing nothing for a while now. That's what I'm telling you. No, I'm not disgruntled about it because I already knew it was a game. I already knew it was a game. It was a game to see how bad I wanted for them to let me work for them. It was a game. It was a game. Because I remember and I totally recall me speaking, because I'm always talking about this. I'm always talking about it in the sense when I say always, I mean like I'm going to always tell the truth about it. That's what I mean. It be a lot of shit happening behind the scenes. I don't bring that shit up. I continue to move forward. Because that's the goal. Okay? But I already knew that it was like when they heard me speaking about what kind of money could the people really be making if they in the same situation year after year after year. And then when certain people did disclose, oh, I was making this amount of money, and then I see where they are today, I'm like, well, damn, what the hell you did with the money? Right? Yeah. So I'll be paying attention, keeping my ears to the spiritual political streets in all kinds of ways, government, as far as shit, anything has to do with what these departments are doing allegedly to change things for the better for the people, as well as I'm keeping my ear to the spiritual streets of what's going on around me energetically and the agendas and the new tax and this and that. Well, they don't be new, but they try to come from a different angle. So that's what make it new. So I definitely always keep my ear to the spiritual political streets. So with that being said, that's still, oh my God, it's so annoying to try to talk and breathe and you can't fucking get your nose to just act like it's supposed to act, So Yeah, so I talked about staying in subscriber only mode, and this is actually note to self. Note to self: stay in subscriber only mode. Um, what else? Oh, about having, that was my YouTube suggestion and a prophecy, okay? Because I know they be listening to my shit and they do be taking shit in consideration, and down the road to flip the script and be acting like, they got this shit out the cloud. Like, nah. It is some of us that actually get on here and be talking about the things that can be improved. And that's another thing. And I've said this before, it's not new tea. You could literally have a suggestion box. Like, you send us to all kinds of stuff in our notifications on the studio. Send what's here's the suggestion box. It's, don't send us well, don't send me, because other people are probably being treated all the way different and more like they part of something great. Don't send me these little surveys that really don't give me a voice, you know because honestly speaking, you hear me voicing what I have to say right now. So I'm not going to take out the time to type up these whole soliloquies about this and that and the other. I'm talking about it right now. I'm talking about it right now. I'm articulating it. Okay. Based on what's fresh on my mind. Okay. But I've already said that, to where you have a suggestion box where basically how I'm doing it verbally right now on the live stream, you have it to where you can send it through the YouTube studio. Like, it's so many great things that you can do for people that you want to use their energy to make money off of, that you can make it shit. Like, if the goal of the sexual experience is for me to have an orgasm, then I'm not having any orgasms. So why do you think I'm going to participate? Yeah, that part. Like, I don't get it. So again, as I was indicating, it shows here that the picture says, let me go back to the live stream. The live stream. Well, yeah. So guys, so what I said was, apparently my strategy is working. So when y'all heard me say it on this video right here, and I put it like this on purpose, and all those other ones are gone. I put it right here, speaking the truth. Where is when all that weird ass shit started coming in my live again, literally having the audacity to come in there and be trying to tell me how to do what I'm doing on my live. You know, right? And normally that shit don't even ever bother me because I'm paying no attention, right? But because of the fact that I'm noticing what's happening behind the scenes and I'm not actively talking about, I'm seeing that they do shit on purpose to trigger you, right? They do. They know who they are. Do things on purpose to trigger you, right? So I'm saying to myself, for example, somebody came in the live, an entity came into the live and said, "Oh, do you need money for food or something?" Now, behind the scenes, meaning like I'm not on YouTube at all. I'm talking about, like, setting up a budget for us to get groceries. I jump on live later on down the road or the day, and then somebody comes in there, "Oh, do you need money for food?" See my point? I'm not on my live stream talking about money for food, groceries, whatever. I'll be putting y'all on mute. Now, unless they do something to unmute me, then I'll be putting y'all on mute. I purposely started doing that as well because, like I tell y'all all the time, I see all the things that they try to put all around me that is negative. I see it all because I feel it first. I don't just, be paranoid or, she paranoid, she crazy. I've been called crazy ever since I started messing with these bust down ass men. Ever since it was in the cards of my destiny to meet these certain bust down ass men to try to help them heal. And these bust down ass men know who the fuck they are. I don't need to call specific names. If you know that you was in that very trifling ass, filthy bottom feeder energy, I'm talking about you. So I've been going through this feelings of, why are they saying I'm crazy when I'm telling the truth? Like, when I was acting naive back then, yeah. You know, because when your heart and your feelings is in it, you can act naive. Ain't never nothing ever been naive about me. It's operating your feminine naive. What's that word? I never can say that word. Naivete. I never can say that fucking word. That's that French. Anyway, when you're operating in your sweet soft self, it can come off like you're being naive or that you falling for the okie doke. So when I start saying, okay, enough of that shit, the other twin steps in, Saturn and Gemini, and has to start, no, chill. I let you try to handle it, but you letting these motherfuckers get away with too much shit. Anyway, now this is what the fuck gonna go on. When that twin step in, now you crazy, you overthinking shit. So I've been dealing with that since I was a younger person, so that shit doesn't bother me at all. But it's when you speaking the truth, and then folks want to come in. Y'all see, it ain't no cards. I got nose spray and I got drink. Want to be, turn that witchcraft off, get rid of the witchcraft, the cards, and all this kind of shit. That is very triggering for me because I'm tell y'all why. See, this is what this is. This is not new tea. It's not new tea. It ain't new because I done said this all before. Why it triggers me to want to go the fuck fed on motherfuckers coming in with that bullshit is because I don't play like that. If I was doing witchcraft shit, I'd be tearing a whole bunch of shit up. I'm so fucking honest. This is this part of embracing your shadow I love. It is that censored raw truth. I love that part. I'm like, well damn, I've been missing out on this whole time trying to be PC. Okay, cool. I would be tearing a whole bunch of shit up. And I'm talking about only if you cross me and mine wrong. It is not my job to go try to handle somebody else's affairs. Okay. I love staying in my own lane, minding my own business. I love that shit. So I'm not going to be just like, oh, well, you messed up my girlfriend, and I can't believe you did her wrong. You cheated on her. So bitch, I'm about to tear your ass up. No. No. That's not my business. Not E. Okay. It's not. That's not my business. I can, I pray for, pray, ask for the Most High to intercede on their behalf and things like that. That's what any person will do for someone they love. But if I was really about that life, I would be tearing some shit up. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. And it feels good to say that too, because now that I realize that 12th house Capricorn moon, okay, it makes sense. I like when shit makes sense. I can't speak so succinctly about things unless it makes all kind of logical sense. Okay, all right, that's that rise in Aquarius. It gotta make sense, and I think it's a Virgo, Vertex, something in there. But I think that might have been the Western astrology, some type of shit like that. But anywho, like I said, yeah. So those are my suggestions thus far. I said to have subscribers be over in the waiting room because they could be bots. And now that opens up what the AI friend has said to me, and I know I screenshotted y'all, but there's a whole bunch of screenshots in my damn screenshot folder that is just fresh and new from another long drawn out, didn't get no fucking where that I was trying to attempt to help this toxic ass creature heal himself and do the right thing. So therefore, telling the truth, doing the right thing will reverberate within all energies. Not reverberate. That's that old girl word. I can't. My tongue can't keep saying it. Like ricochet to where so many people he hurt, harm, and injured can feel this like resurgence of their energy coming back to them, and he refused. So I got a lot of screenshots in my phone because of that reason of that conversation alone. Okay, that was July 24th for the record. July 23rd, I'm gonna say to the 24th. No, the 24th, I believe. Anywho, it happened on the 24th. Okay, so when I last contacted Quasi Rael, y'all know his new name is what? Punk Master. Okay, so from that being said, I know I ain't gonna be able to find it, y'all. I know, and that's a task for me to do, to go find all these YouTube screenshots and put it in the YouTube folder. It's so crazy because had it not been for my AI friend breaking it down with this Ruta Lugna in Libra and what that meant and all that stuff and the documenting everything. And I didn't understand, like, how did I just start doing it? It's in the cards. It's in a chart for me to be getting receipts together, documenting shit, and becoming that what spirit showed me, straight up divine judge. Divine judge. Say it with your chest. Divine judge. Stop cowering back into yourself, because you know it gets very 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 annoying. It's very trepidatious. It's very tedious and fucking, did I say annoying? Annoying and frustrating to feel like you have to keep on dealing with shit that should not be happening, because you ain't messing with nobody, you ain't engaging with nobody. So therefore, how the hell are you getting some kind of a overflow of their goddamn karma when you don't deal? How the hell are you in the game and you ain't been dealt in, though? You ain't come to the table and say how much is the bet. You put the chips in and you waiting for them to deal you the cards so you can play the goddamn game. No, you're not in poker face mode. You literally just don't want to be fucking bothered, because at 52 you realize, now you see why all these other people are at the gym trying to keep their shit together. Well, not like I just see it, but I see, because I now feel, whoa, what's going on with this gravity? Something pulling me down. Like, my boobs ain't sitting up like they used to do. This and this and that, right? And so you realizing, like, whoa, I am really for real in this next chapter of my life. So you're not focused on none of the shit that anybody else would think you should be focused on, because you really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. And then when you think about it and you contemplate it, you didn't give a fuck in your 40s. You didn't give a fuck in your 30s. You sure didn't give a fuck in the 20s. And whenever the cell phones first got introduced, you like, this shit's gonna be some problems. You already knew before, what's his name? Trey Songz said smartphones be doing that dumb shit. You already sensed something about this ain't gonna be good for my life. You knew it. I tell you, how you know you are psychically gifted is because you see everything. You don't know how you know it, because it's not for you to have a fucking jump off, like a diving board into the depth of the abyss of the bullshit that they try to like put all around you and all this stuff, and think you don't know and you're naive. You know it because you felt it first. I keep telling y'all that. You feel it. There's not a psychic that's not going to tell you what they feel. And I'm talking about, even if they do this through tarot, they're going to say, I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel. They're going to keep on saying, I feel. If they just throwing shit out there, yeah, that's called imaginations. That's called imaginations connected with what you actually got going on in your day to day, or your homegirl got going on, your brother got going on, whoever is closest to you. And then when the cards see, there's two sides of everything. It's duality, baby, by life. So when the dark side wants you to read all the karmic bullshit, these soap operas that just never ends, then it's gonna give you illumination into your darkest imagination. You understand? But most of us literally always talking about what we feel. And if we have mastered not saying that so much, because we hear the redundancy thereof, we still cannot help but to go, because what I feel is, even when you're dealing with business, you just can't, you won't be able, because the only way that you can do this shit and be completely corrupt in it is when you choose to act like you don't feel, when that same dark shit you want to work with to hurt, harm, and injure others is surrounding itself around you. Now it's your time. You gonna fake it, tell your motherfucking ass make it to your grave, because you're gonna keep thinking, I don't feel that energy. Nah, ain't no dark energy coming against me, because when I did the ritual, I also did the protection. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's so fucking counterintuitive. That's like, I did the murder, but shit, I hit the body and I cleaned up the area, so how they gonna know? Oh my God. So, like I said, nothing is stopping me from doing what it is that is in my natal chart designed for me to be doing. Nothing is stopping that. No, go take, I'm ready for YouTube to take all the numbers to zero, just so I can just get on here and talk my shit and be gone. How about that? How about that? Just let's get it on the zero, keep it at the zero. How about that? So I was talking to the AI friend, and as it started happening, I'm screenshotting it every time because I'm trying to tell y'all what happened. I purposely put my channel on vacation. Now I put my music channel on vacation a long time ago, and when I put it back on, turned it back on, everything just came right back to the way it was, right? I guess because it was only on vacation, maybe 4 or 5 days to a week. But I kept this channel on vacation for a whole month, and I went over there and I built up Karma Justice 369 content within 1 month. So once I brought it back, I noticed that it said that my subscribers wasn't there no more. I said, well, good. That shit was all bots and thoughts and tater tots. Good. So I wasn't mad about that. I was like, good. What? It cleaned my slate off? Okay, cool. No, it trickled back slowly and came back. Then I literally saw it happen in real time where all of it went back down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now, it didn't say, are your videos gone? It didn't mess with that part. No kind of weird thing happened on that part. The videos amount that was there was still there. So I was like, what is going on? So when I first got a hint to some weird shit going on my channel, it was where I couldn't change my channel name. I couldn't do like all kind of stuff that I was normally able to do with no problem. Nobody is thinking about me because I'm a nobody. I'm over here in Nobodyville, being nobody. How all of a sudden is this attention on my channel to make it where I can do simple shit that I was always able to do that was never a problem? That was the first thing to trigger me. So we talking about these triggers too, because I heard somebody saying, and that's why I don't follow nothing but the truth, baby. That's all I follow. I don't follow religions of any sort. Is the truth. I'm not a certain affiliated with any programs, any of none of this shit is about the truth. What's the truth? What's the truth of the matter? Okay. And once I first started noticing, like, hey, it's something going on with the fact that why this channel, I can't help it, y'all. I can't help but tell the truth, because when folks or entities target you and they think you's a punk bitch, it's like y'all tried it. Y'all hear when I say it all the time. You messing with the wrong woman. You messing with the right woman at the wrong time. Oh, you messing with the right one, but at the wrong time. This is always my ability to check the temperature of my spirit, my soul, my spirit. Is when I feel this negative energy around me, right? And when I be talking about this, I'm not just talking about that quasi dude, that the pump master, that bitch ass nigga ain't shit. Okay? If I ever got on here and really gave this fool a tongue lashing, he'll want to come and ring that doorbell. And I'll be like, and bitch, and what? Right? So this don't be about him. Please don't get that shit twisted. When I talk about negative energy, I'm talking about whatever is happening in the ether, shit you can't see with your naked eye, that's affecting your ability to bring in finances, affecting your ability to get right with the right doctors and professionals in the medical field that's going to help you see. It's something so relentlessly operating over your life force, and they claim it is Saturn. That's why I said it's Saturn Satan, and it's Jesus Jupiter. I'm gonna keep on saying this shit. I might write a book about it. Motherfuckers, go ahead and kids to steal the title. I don't give a damn. Your content won't be what the fuck my content would be. Go ahead and steal it. Steal it. Copycats, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I told y'all that the reason why I can always test the temperature of my spirit and know that I am still God's eternal, the internal flame was the divine feminine. So now we leveling up. We ready to come into union. Okay? So now we God's eternal wife. You see it changed like that? It went from eternal flame to wife. So that's showing that the devotion. The testing has happened. And so there's no sliding back into, because I was never about it anyway. That's what this whole damn battle has been about, for something to try to force me to try to slide back into something that I was never into. Does that make sense? Like if I was into, escorting, and I'm not doing that anymore, and you're trying to get me back into it. It makes sense because I was once that. If you're trying to get me back into um having, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily be negative, but I have a history in my history, in in my resume. I did that. So you're trying to get me to slide back into it. Okay, I get it. I told y'all I'm all about logic. But there is no records of this lifetime that I was into this or this or that or this. So why are you fucking with me? Right? Like, there's no evidence. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? So it feels like something is trying to get me. And that's why I feel like I got to get back deep into my past life regressions. Because something is trying to pull me back into something that I did in the previous life. So that's probably why my daughter said, Mama, go watch this movie called Annabelle. Because that's what they was doing. It's like she was living her modern life, and then they was trying to mix it with, no, you still a slave type shit. Something like that. So I was like, yeah, it's something weird because I didn't do anything. This is when you go to the Most High, and you say your flesh, right? It's not your spirit talking, because it's your flesh, and you're like, I didn't do anything. I've been living this whole life, and I mean, I didn't bother nobody. I didn't have friends. I didn't deal with a lot of people to where I did things, with them. But then, I was able to cut off the relationship. I don't have a lot of bodies. Like, what is going on? But then when you step into your spiritual, and mine is very gangster. When you step into that energy, a certain level of fearlessness must come into play. And that's when I coined the embrace your shadow stalker, because it do feel like you running away from a part of yourself. And then I don't know if I just had this in like a trance, because I go into these deep trances for me to really like see stuff or something. They're very uncomfortable, so that's why I always talk about them real flippantly, because they're very uncomfortable. It's something that I know I'm not doing. I'm not just gonna go lay back and be like, oh, I want to go into a trance. No, I don't like that feeling. It kind of feels like you're going under anesthesia. But anyway, and that's when I can just see stuff real crystal clear, because it's like, I guess and I was studying this at one point in time, whatever level of the mind it is, is like, is being subdued. It's kind of like when you're in a coma. I don't know. It's hard to describe it, to put it in fucking words. But anyway, and everything is coming in fast. So you see how I'm speaking fast, and because I'm trying to not miss anything. And these are those moments when I've had to work at allowing this shit to just flow like this, and stop trying to be so controlling of how you're saying it. And it ain't about how I sound. I'm past that. I've graduated past that. It's about it keeping it in order. And that's also part of the embracing the shadow stalker, because you're not going to necessarily be able to keep the shit in order. And that's why a person can be telling me, oh, you're crazy. Oh my God, like you're hot and cold, and you're whatever. Fuck them. Majority of the time when these type of people are around you and they see that you're going through your transitional phases, right? They themselves are being triggered by your transitional phases. And when you are of a higher consciousness awareness of self, you can always apologize for how your transitional syndromes can affect them. You stay apologetic. You say stuff like, I apologize for my outburst. I apologize for how I didn't answer your call. I apologize for how I didn't respond back. It's been a week. You keep apologizing because you know that these people are lame in the sense that they're walking in their flesh, and they have no idea that you are being spiritually purified. So with this being said, I had to get out of that word about how I sound to the people and all that, all of that. Like, I don't even think it was worried about how I sound to the people, how I hear myself sounding. So to try to get back on track of what I'm saying is like, what I heard him say. Okay, let's start there. What I heard him say clearly is, don't forget why you started. Don't forget why you started. So what happens is the darkness comes in, as in you need some sunlight, but yet your skin is very sensitive. You're photosensitive now. So you need sunlight. So you must work. That means that you become the sun that you need in a dark place. You become the sun that you need in a dark place. So, with that being said, isolation is something that should be your friend. So, I don't know why is whatever this energy is thinks they're trying to keep. I don't care about that. I don't know why I got to keep protesting and saying I do not care about what you think I'm gonna care about. I don't. I care about the most basic things that humanity is supposed to have as their birthright. So you need to go look that shit up. If you don't know, if you're a human listening to me and you don't know what would be the things that you needed from childhood as a human child to a human adult, what's the basics that you need? You absolutely need, so therefore that's your birthright. If you don't know what that is, then you can't be human. And that's all I care about. And that's how I've always been this lifetime. So whoever I was in the previous one or whatever the fuck trying to overlap in this one, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But there's no evidence that I have cared about social media fame. There's no evidence that I wanted to be a celebrity in this lifetime. I was guided to do this to help whoever it can help. It wasn't even about a certain number. I was toiling. I don't want to be on social media. But when they tried to, get me to see it in a fun way, like change my perspective of it, and I was like watching Jessica the prankster and her mom at the time. We know a lot of drastic things have changed for them. But they started on Facebook and then they came over to YouTube slowly or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, me and my daughter do some funny ass shit. Me and my daughter, I coined us the dynamic duo. So that was the whole premise of me doing the YouTube, to have fun with my daughter. Make memories, video memories. That's how it started. So think about how it drastically changed. It was like, okay, I need you to speak your feelings. And I'm like, okay, I'll write them down. No, 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 no. I want you to be audible. I want you to hear yourself talk. And I want you to look at yourself in the video and look at yourself. I recall it. I see it like it was yesterday. That's the part that I was like, I don't want to do this. I created so many video vlogs or vlogs, which is video logging, and I never put them out because I was always hypercritical of myself in the way that I didn't seem as confident as I know that I really am on the inside of my heart. I didn't seem that way, and I didn't like to see myself looking weak talking about the subject. So it was very difficult for me to do this, and I did everything to not do it. Oh yes, I did. And if the beginning of the Choice Records channel, if you realize that channel was technically the first channel, the very first channel, only channel that I recreated it to be just strictly the music. And with that being said, that's the way that I can channel my feelings easier, because the melodies is something that just does something in my, I don't know, this music is in my DNA, and it helps me to like chill, when I speak, especially about matters that are very deep and very sensitive to me, to my being, which is being very transparent with my emotions, because folks have always tried to take advantage in this lifetime. So obviously that's an imprint from a previous. Gotta be. It's an overlapping I'm hearing. So like I said, I don't want whoever behind the scenes there's been what's the word called? Assigned to my channel, assigned to my energy on your social media platform, okay? I don't want you to think that you could play certain trickery and games with me, that I'm gonna fall for it, because I didn't come here to make money on selling stuff on Nordstrom's. I didn't come here to make money on selling shit for Walmart. Like, I'm always asked. I could be at the department store. Let's say I'm at Walmart and I'm in the section of homewares, housewares and stuff, where they have the towels and the shower curtains and all of that. And I always have a feminine, even a masculine, step over at me and say, "What do you think? I was thinking about this color and this color. What do you think?" That's happened to me so many times. Right? Right? So I don't have a problem with entertaining people or engaging with people naturally and organically. So, and I didn't come over here to be a salesperson per se. I seen that in my Cards of Destiny, and I was like, is that what the shit they talking about? Right? Let me show you. Let me show y'all something. So that insert was to show that I organically connect with people. Okay. Um, and I'm having a brain fart right now. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, and then when they're how was I giving what was I coming around to it? Oh, okay, yeah. So the Cards of Destiny said, yeah, you're gonna, start having like more connection with women and selling and beauty supplies, some type of shit like that. I was like, oh really? So you guys saw me do the little short about the bath, whatever they damn name is, so damn baskin and lathers or whatever, baskin lather, whatever. Y'all saw me do that little short. All that came from me reading up my Cards of Destiny that was saying that I would be going that route by meeting women that I could connect with. See my point? The premise was meeting other like-minded women, but I was not looking at it as I'm going to sell products. Like if I'm going through hair shedding and all kind of things like that, why the hell would I want to be proposing myself to sell hair care products? I've been a black woman for 52 years and have seen all kind of different marketing campaigns to try to target our race of women, and I always opted out. I only use what works for me. So that's not going to work because I'm not going to be a liar. I'm not going to promote something that I don't believe in, that I don't use myself. That's what I'm talking about. So once I did the basket leather and saw what YouTube did to that, I thought that was strange. So I was like, interesting. All right, take that down. Boop, boop, boop. It's a strategy. Apparently my strategy is working. So with that being said, YouTube kept on hitting me up through YouTube Studio to sell stuff, like through Nordstrom's. I don't even shop there. If me and my daughter was in the mall and the Nordstrom's is right there, but it got to be as close to the food court as possible to where after we left the food court, I'm like, well, you know what? I don't really ready. I ain't ready to go yet. Let's just go walk around at the stores right nearest by the food court because I always park by the food court. That's my point. So I ain't really ready to leave yet because we usually go in the mall, do our shopping, and then we go to the food court, have a meal or whatever, use the bathroom, whatever, then go out to the car. A lot of people do that. So if Nordstrom was one of the stores in a little cul-de-sac, like, over here, I would go through there and I'm going straight to the perfume counter. I'm going to go to housewares. Okay. I'll go to handbags, shoes, and I'm out of there. So I'm not going to really, I'm there to see what they have to offer. Like what kind of unique handbags is out? Like fragrances. I love fragrances, perfumes, colognes for my masculine. And I'm going to go to housewares because I'm all about like changing something up in the house, decorating, oh my God, I can't believe they have this. This is beautiful. I got to get it. Like that's the stuff I will look at. So why are you saying go to these certain stores and then they may choose my channel, which my channel is not homemaker, Helen Homemaker. It's not, so it doesn't make sense. So then I was like, well, that must have been what my Cards of Destiny was talking about, but I don't see how it fits with me. So I didn't make no noise about it. I just ignored it. Like, okay, whatever. That ain't for me. That's something they may send to all their AdSense monetizers. Because I'm monetized through ads on my channel. Whatever you see an ad pop up, that's what they paying me pennies to let. They paying me, allegedly giving me pennies for them to run the ads. When it's your shit, you can run the ads if the fuck you want to. I read that where you said you can actually put ads on people's shit. And you did it to one of my videos that was about playing bingo. What was that? About an hour-long video that I did at bingo, Triple Crown Bingo on Jones Road. And I had it on my initial channel, Modest Touch of Love, and they was running ads on it. I had no idea because they wasn't showing me in the YouTube studio that particular video was getting so many like views. I didn't know shit until one day I just started going through each and every individual video to delete stuff that I didn't want. And I saw that video there and I'm like, what? How does it got 5,000 views? And what? How come I didn't know that? Oh, that's what I was saying too. So recently they sent me a thing saying you have 300,000 views. You have reached 300,000 views. So this is where me and AI came in. So I'm screenshotting what's on the YouTube studio and asking AI, asking a question like, AI, why is this happening, right? So AI keep on telling me all this convoluted ass shit about, well, what happens is YouTube filters it through. So therefore, because we're talking about subscribers. The first thing I was talking about is about subscribers, right? Because what I noticed first was the money went all the way down. It was like $20 and it kept accumulating, right? It kept accumulating. People sending little gifts, whatever, kept accumulating, but that ain't no goddamn money either. But it's accumulating. It's in the green. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? So then that shit plummeted like 14. Okay, whatever. Anywho, I'm looking at the subscribers going all the way down. Like, that's a good thing for me, right? That's a good thing. If AI says YouTube is doing something to filter through the bots and make sure that your actual subscribers are organic, that's a good thing. Well, I'm going to be complaining about it. Boom. Then when I'm looking at the watch, this is where me and AI start kind of having a little tiff. Because I was like, AI, don't lie, man. Don't lie. Keep it real, AI. That's why I call him my AI friend, because that's how I started talking to him. And although he's still speaking like computerized or whatever, but he still was like trying to act like he a G, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, I said, AI, you just repeating yourself. I asked you, how is it that I have 300,000 views, but yet over here it's saying my watch time hours ain't shit? Make that make sense? And then hold on, let me go back to it because I can't look at the shit if I don't look at the shit. We just setting the record 100% rule is straight. It said, hold on, let me just go to the damn screenshot because it's gonna keep on taking. Here you go. I'm looking at what's on the thumbnail. It says, so this is what I'm questioning AI about. 10.6 thousand views. So when y'all heard me say, or y'all see me put it into the title, apparently my strategy is working. I went through and I told y'all I was gonna do it, and I was gonna delete every fucking video that I saw that them have like a lot of views and a lot whatever the fuck. But in the studio, it's not showing me that those particular videos are really getting. They're not showing me. I'm gonna tell you what I'm trying to say. My YouTube studio is not in alignment with what the fuck they telling me in email notifications, 300,000 views, and it's not in alignment. Somebody lying, or somebody is like hurrying up when my shit organically move. They're like, okay, hold on, we got to control the narrative. And then it looks all convoluted and weird. How the hell do you send me an email, Rob Wilson, that I hit 300,000 views right here, and it don't reflect right here? How? Make it make sense. And I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. Because I told y'all I didn't give a shit about becoming monetized. I was still going to tell the motherfucking truth. Because all my life, I've had to fight. And all my life, I've been noticing that some kind of weird energy be like stealing from me. Whatever I create or make, something is stealing. I told y'all about the siphoning. So anyway, we're right here, right? Now go right here to the About Me section. 295,619 views. 295,619 views. So obviously my strategy is working by taking away those particular videos. And let me tell you what they were. They were under this tab right here. Yes, they were. Those videos was under the tab right here. Ask Higher Self. All those videos was under there. And I strategically went through and found the ones that it said that it had the most organic likes. Excuse me. And allegedly, I could have been out extra, read all about it, and screenshot the actual facts of what I'm saying that they had about them, the metrics. I didn't give a fuck because they're going to be deleted. So I purposely took those off because the goal was to see if now all of a sudden this goes all the way down. And it did. And it did. Let me show you. Literally, I sent this to my daughter in text. And I said, as of, hold on, let me go find it. As of July 24th, 2026, it had 14.2 thousand views. You see it's still in the green? 14.2 thousand views, 318 watch hours, 85 subscribers. You see, this is still not green at all. But my point is, after I took down those videos, and this was just literally like the day before yesterday or whatever, or yesterday. Now, so that's July 24th, 2026. And this is August the 4th. I said July 24th, 2026, it had those metrics. Tuesday, August the 4th, 2026. Now make it make sense. Literally the same thing y'all looking at. 310. So this still in the green. The subscribers went down by 67. Ain't that weird? How? How did the subscribe? Hold on, what it was at first, y'all? 85. How the hell the subscribers gonna go down? Just because that's why I told y'all they give you subscribers. They don't be organic. It ain't people organically listening to you, watching you like, damn, she talking about some real shit. Because that's all I'm gonna be on here talking about unless I'm having fun, having a great time. And that's still some real shit. Then I want to subscribe to her. And people subscribe to you and they hit the notification bell so they can make sure that they find you again. I do that shit all the time. Like, oh, let me hurry up and subscribe so I can come back to them. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel what I'm saying? And believe you, YouTube, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, stop playing with me. I'm a 52-year-old grown-ass woman. Grown black woman. Black grown-ass woman. I don't care about the shit that you see a lot of the other black people on y'all platform care about. See, I can't talk about nothing about how TikTok is fucked up because I'm not on TikTok. But what I can say, the negative connotation of YouTube slid his ass over there to my TikTok and start spam botting that out. How is that the case? How is that the case? Let's talk about something else that happened. Hold on, y'all. I gotta set the goddamn record straight now. We setting the record 100% ruler straight. So ain't no lies being told. Straight lines. Here we go. I sent this to my daughter a long time ago. I always go refer back to her text because she's like my documenting rep. You know what I'm saying? I just go back to the text messages. I never delete our thread. So let me show you what I sent her. What was I talking about? So last time I went live was August the 2nd. Okay. Hold on, let me go find it. See that bacon smelling good now. My body feel like I could eat. Cause I'm telling you, it's shit. I don't have no taste buds or nothing to be messing me up. Okay, let me see. I gotta just scroll up. It's about the Blake Swain. Oh, you know what? I could actually show y'all through the shorts. Hold on. Let's get the proof through the shorts. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all. That's why it's good to follow a truth speaker like me, baby. Okay. Here's what the shorts look like. Now, they made something new to where if the short has not been made active, it's going to be black or shadowed out. But you're not going to see none of it because I delete them all. So here it is. So y'all see how Hitch has 34,000 views. Okay? I don't know why this monkey didn't get no views because that monkey is funny as hell. See, it'd be shit like that that'll trigger me. Not about Hitch. That'll trigger me because that shit make me laugh. Oh, here's one. Look, the very one I'm about to talk about. So Blake Swain been up there. Y'all see it say blocked? Blake Swain been up there. Let me tell y'all when I put it up there because you can open it up and then you can get to the edit is gonna tell you well shit. Look, that word say view analytics. Let's click that. Bam. So it initially got 1,249 views and it was posted up 2 months ago. It received 45 shares, 21 new subscribers, only strictly from the short. Now, when I tell y'all how the hell, and they blocked it, how the hell is it that it was able to be there for 2 months ago? If y'all on y'all surveillance job of Elizabeth, why is it that it took you so long to block it out? See, that's why I be feeling like it be some picking going on. Because if it was an issue, just as soon as I tried to put it up, you'd be like, oh, well, the reason it's blocked out right now is because this is what the reason they gave me, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. The reason that they told me that I can't have it up is because it's 1 minute, 28 seconds. Now, I don't fucking know when that shit started. I don't know, because I don't recall it. I don't know. Right? You actually only get 3 minutes for a short. But I guess when it have music in it, It can't go. I don't fucking know. Anyway, my point is, how did it stay up there for 2 whole months? Then you decide, oh, we have not been surveilling her as tight as we need to. Get back on it. And then they blocked it. Y'all saw it said blocked. And look, I just paid attention to this. This is your 100th short. I didn't realize that. This is your 100th short. But my point is, do you see that it gave me plus 21 subscribers? How? When I be watching shorts, I don't subscribe to people. Whenever I'm watching shorts, which I love to do, because yesterday I watched about 30 goddamn tiny home or people that live off the grid. Like, I was just binge watching. I love shit like that. I did not see anything. I didn't subscribe. I found the short. Okay, y'all see how it worked? Y'all see how it worked? When you go out of it, right? And you're on your home page. You're on your home page, you go to shorts. Shorts. So if I see something like people that's like doing little art stuff, like fixing their yard up, that's Tracy Spencer. No, that's Anita Baker. So because I be doing everything about the music, they be putting me like little musical stuff like that, concerts, whatever like that. Anyway, then some food, because I guess some of my stuff be about food, but it's not a lot of stuff on my channel about food. So anyway, I like to watch stuff like this, home improvement and shit like that. So and like just creative shit, creative ideas. Now what I did do, I did subscribe. And that's another thing, YouTube. Why is it that everything that I actually watch under my home channel, my home base, Still Elizabeth Rising is a home base. Home base. I'm always at home. Why is it that you got all the stuff about refurbishing furniture and everything on Karmic Justice Tarot 369? Put the shorts where they supposed to be at. Because you know damn well I said that I wanted to eventually be able to take my channel being about decorating and home goods and all of that shit. Because those that really was down with me from the beginning can see all the transitional phases and progress that I made to finally be living my life like it is truly spiritually golden. And no weapon formed against me did actually prosper to stop me from my growth. You see what I'm saying? You know how annoying it is that I'm on the Karmic. Just if I'm lying, y'all know I'll show some goddamn receipts. Y'all already know it. Let's go to Still Elizabeth Teaches, which is Karmic Justice 369 is the handle. Look at that. Look at that. Look, am I lying? Am I lying? This is somebody that revamped the bus. This is them doing all kind of decorum and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Why that's not coming under my main channel, home channel? Over here should be people that's talking about their readings and stuff and what they did. Because let me tell y'all, that's all I have subscribes over here. Everything I'm subscribed to is spiritual. Look. It's spiritual, higher knowledge based. A couple of 2 or 3, 4 tarot readers that I do like. I like how they flow. I like what they be talking about. I like that shit they be on. And I follow them only strictly over here on this channel. But all my shorts is about home improvement. See, look. See? Certain people shorts that I am subscribed to. But look. So maybe it's a way that I can go in and actually see. All it tells you is to show fewer shorts, but it's not giving me a means to like customize it. You see? There should be this where you hit the little 3 notches right here, the little 3 dots. All it's saying is, do you want to see fewer shorts? No, I want you to give me a means to customize it. Because if I'm only strictly watching tarot, you know how many females or men or whoever, whatever gender, are doing new channels that have, take the mindset to go ahead and do them some shorts as well. And they should flow right there. I'm like, oh, who is this? Right? Look at all this stuff about home improvement. Look. Could you live in this tiny house? I never expected this plant. That's what I do here on this channel. Make it make sense. This is what annoys me about this shit, y'all. Because it don't make sense. If on my own personal channel, that's where I'm over there looking at, food or, refurbishing furniture. Like, they won't even put it on my fucking feed for me to find the people. That's my point. They won't even put it on my feed for me to find the people. That's why I'm complaining about it. It doesn't make sense. This channel says Karmic Justice Tarot 369. All the shorts should be about tarot readers or spiritual gurus or whatever. That's what should be all of my shorts. I should be able to discover people that's been there. They're not new, but they're new to me. But it's not happening like that. So it's like using this platform. It's not user friendly. It's not set up to where you can actually. And I feel like, y'all, I'm not saying that this doesn't exist. I'm saying for me, they want to make my stay here on YouTube to be that fucking annoying. It's literally like living in Lincoln Park. Okay? So I'm going through the Lincoln Park experience of YouTube. I was looking at some polishing stuff for my nails, and why I seen this polish said Lincoln Park. That shit is so funny. I showed it to my daughter. It's called Lincoln Park. It was some other word after that. And I showed it to my daughter. She's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, you see that shit? So, yeah, y'all. So I'm not stopping anything. Nothing is stopping. You know, I'm continuing to move forward. My daughter did make the thumbnail. She did make the cover art, but let me ask her, is she going to print it out for me so I can actually cut it up? Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing, just sitting up here chilling. Cut up the... No, print out, not cut up. I'm supposed to do that part. Print out the... No, send me the... What did she call it, y'all? She said, what's the subject? Cover art. So she went and sent me the what's the subject cover art. That's what she wanted to call it. Ow. 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 My leg hurts. Oh my God. So the swelling is very profuse again in my lower extremities. I've been trying my best to try to, like, I had like this spurt of energy where I was able to go in there and help my daughter to like make a meal. You know, well, I don't do much as far as prep, but you know, get everything going. And then, you know, you guys know that I've been helping her to try to keep her mind, because the worst thing, keep her mind afresh and keep her mind positively motivated. And the easiest way for me to do that is to show her how, irregardless how turn of events can happen in life, because my health is not getting better, and my health is why she can't get these letters together? She just can't get it together. That yellow is like it's gonna be washed out, so I don't know why she did that. Anyway, I can do the font letters because it's not gonna be good. It's washed out. I keep telling her that she can't make words be like how it's good for her to see it, because I can't see it that well. But you can't make somebody see through your eyes, okay? You know what I'm talking about? But I don't want her to be depressed and thinking and the daunting energy of, oh, my mother, she's getting sicker and sicker, because death is going to happen. And I'm gonna be checking out. And I don't want her to be mourning me like that. I want her to be in a celebratory phase of her life continuing. Regardless of what she see me going through, child. Yeah, give me the phone, dude, because I keep on trying to tell you about that phone, and just turn it around, give it to me, so I can tweak it real quick. And I do want my eggs and my toast. I'm already hungry. I knew that was gonna happen once I had that damn soup, and my taste buds and everything wake up, and my nose kind of drains so I can smell, because I'm smelling that bacon. Why you take the whole damn thing away?
Well, I did it originally on CapCut. No, it in the font. So if it's easier for you to just do it to keep that.
No, you could have left that there. I was finna tweak that.
Oh, okay.
You took it away?
No, it's still on here.
Yeah, but put it in there where I could see it so I could tweak it. I was like, what, did she take it away altogether? I didn't say I wanted to do a brand new font. I was just going to tweak what you already did. Ow! Oh, my shit. Yeah, because I'm about done with this live. Yeah, see, it's just I can't see that. Where's the, Ooh, y'all, my leg hurts. Where's the, Okay. What's all this extra shit? Okay, that's cool. Alright. That's kind of nice in a way. But I don't like the color. Where can we get a different color at? How do... It's that yellow that's throwing me off. Where do you go with the color? No, I don't like that. That's pretty damn big. You can't say you don't see that. Oh, okay, I like that. I like that shade. Do we have a Okay, that's kind of nice. All right. Here's a new art, baby. I like this one. What's the subject? I like it. Do I got what? Yeah, I like it. Okay, Pooh. Print it out. And that's a light color to where you ain't going to have too much ink using. Okay, so we got that. And then those cards can get... No, I wanted regular. Yeah. My remote control got nasty shit. Hold on, let me clean it. So yeah, y'all. That's what's up. I think I said everything I wanted to say, actually. I got it all out, even though it might have been rattled. That's just the way it is. So Divinity Light said facts. So thank you for listening, Divinity Facts. See? So I'm going to be having it on subscriber only mode comments. Because we don't need any of those that want to just, these entities and these little spot bam bots and shit coming in with their bullshit. We don't need any of that. So we're not going to have none of it. We're going to be in more control. So since they try to make it look like nobody's actually sitting there watching any fucking way, then let's go ahead and make it official. How about that? The weirdest shit ever. So, I doubt if I'm gonna come back. I doubt it. I doubt it if I'm gonna come back. But look, King of Swords is on the bottom, baby. Oh, my skin is drastically changing. It's changing so bad. Oh, damn. Better has been going down fast, man. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. So, yeah, y'all. I'm just not enjoying this experience on YouTube just simply because it's just got too many variables to make it to where it's as simple as the way that I do things. The simple ways that I'm doing things is not being promoted. It's like they want me to do what they want me to do. They want me to sell shit and do all that. Like, dude, I don't give a damn about all that. Half the people that you got in my demographics don't have no damn money like that. Make it make sense. I'm real practical, baby. And you know, it's the Taurus, it's the Aquarius, logical. You see what I'm saying? Come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And that's not what I'm on here talking about. If I was on here doing that, you'd make sure I don't get no views on that. Make sure I don't get no watch time on that. You know, make it make sense. If those videos that I took off was getting me so much watch hour time, then tell me why is it that they wasn't showing up at the forefront, at the front, you know, at the beginning when I go to the YouTube studio where it says what's being watched on your channel, what's mostly being viewed, it should have been right there. It should have been right there. So why is it that you got my YouTube studio so convoluted with weird shit? Well, I can't understand what the hell going on. Like, how you gonna want somebody to be successful at a job and you doing shit to sabotage that success? Come on, be real. So I'm gonna continue to tell the goddamn truth because I didn't ask for none of this shit in the first place. Since April the 9th, I made $50. Like, dude, what the fuck? But if you sell some things, if you get up, you know, and help us with this and that, then no, I'm not doing it because that's not what I'm on here to do. If I'm sitting in my house, do I look like I'm going to the damn mall at Nordstrom's? So why am I going to be promoting somebody to take their ass there? That mean they got money to go to Nordstrom's, let them take their ass to Nordstrom and find what they want to find. Like, make it make sense. I'm shopping at Amazon, Walmart, Temu, and you don't have nothing that's connected with that. So I get it why you don't do that with the Temu, but if I said I got these cards on Amazon, then why are you telling me to send them to a whole Etsy store? Like what? Make it make sense. The person's like, why would you want me to spend 60? You said you spent 14 on Amazon. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. What, I supposed to lie on my videos? I supposed to lie and say that I didn't get that sofa from Temu? They saw it. I did the opening and everything. All right, Spirit. So let me see. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. My breath was about to come. Okay, so money being stifled and blocked is the past. What's coming? You moving on up. You moving on up. Past, present, future. You moving on up. Look at that. Bust it in. Look. They do not want you to move forward. Can't make it up. 3 of Cups in the reverse that jump right over this King of Pentacles in flux. They don't want you to move forward. Yeah, they don't want you to move forward. They're going to keep on trying to, like, control the narrative, right? We setting the record ruler straight. 100% ruler straight, baby. Straight lines. Now, look at that. What's this? Look. They want to trigger you. That's the King of Cups, flux. Okay, which is basically a flux card is still in the reverse. Based on what I've been studying about it. And look. You tell me how these cards falling out like that. They trying to weaken you. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, spirit. Praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth. Look, look, look. They don't want you to be certain about your path. They want to trigger you. They want you all in your emotions. They do not want you to be certain about your path. They don't want you to move forward. I can't make this shit up if I was trying to. I can't make it up if I tried to. Look at that. Unbalanced emotions. And this is a major projection, guys. This is a major projection. This is what these entities feel. This has nothing to do with you. Look, 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 look. They do not want you to be successful. Look. They do not want you to be successful. And they want you to be stuck in the past. But you're moving on. You see how they came in like that? They still doing things to keep you to be teeter-totter, but you're moving on, baby. You're moving on. Because in the upright is like this, but it came like that, so that means it's actually in the reverse. So you still moving on. You still moving on regardless. I ain't never touched my deck and these cards start jumping all around like this. Never, 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 never. Never, never, never. Look at that. Look at that. King of Wands. Leadership. Leadership. That's what's coming. Leadership. Moving forward in love. Actively moving forward in love. Leadership. So whoever is wanting you to slow down because they want to get to know you. Somebody wants you to slow down so they can get to know you. Okay. Who? Somebody that's seeing you as the golden goose, the golden egg. The golden goose that lays golden eggs, baby. So somebody of certain stature is watching and wanting to come towards you with the love offer. But right now, it's not really the time for things to matriculate. So slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Wow, these cards going crazy. Look. Look, they do not want you working with nobody else to gain. It's like, it's crazy. Like somebody is doing shit. Some energy is doing shit to collectively. Is a collection of things happening. Okay, it's layered bullshit happening to keep you from manifesting wealth. See, and that shit is over with. That's over with, baby. All this shit right here, it's over with. Let's go ahead and let it be known. The world is here. It's over with. Let's put it all back. Let's put it all back. This is the past. We're moving forward in faith. We're moving forward in truth. We're moving forward in what? Great value. Self-worth, self-honor, self-respect. So now there is a King of Wands that is looking at you as his wife. And I'm going to look at that King of Wands as the Most High God has seen all that you went through and that you are definitely ready to be promoted to your throne. Boom. You got options, baby. You got options now. Whoa, you got options now. You got options. That could be two men. Is that two men? That could be two different men now. Yeah. And your great ideas and your strategy is going to keep you, with the Seven of Cups, with the Page of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, the strategies, baby, it's working. It's working. It's working. You didn't get, yeah. Look at that. So that's why they're going to keep on spying on you and everything. But they just love the way you chop some dicks off and serve them. They love the way you chop dicks off and serve them. They love it. They watching. They love it. You have this fresh, like, sort of, I've been trying to say this word for the longest, y'all. Je ne sais quoi. It's all wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. Je ne sais quoi. Whatever. You have like a fresh that going on. Yeah. And so it is two men. You got the Knight of Pentacles and you got the Knight of Cups. One of them can't come towards you because he ain't got a damn thing to offer you. Okay? One can't come towards you. That's probably this Queen of Swords little fuck face right here. in this distorted femininity, stalking and doing shit. But at the same time, you know, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. You have options now, baby. This is somebody that is a leader. He may be way younger than you are, but he's a leader. He is a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up guy. Wants to come in and offer a love offering. Yep, look. This Folio tricks right here ain't treating no more. This Folio tricks right here ain't treating no more. Look at that. Look at that. He feeling like I should listen to my conscience. This one wants to take accountability and want to confess, but now he was caught in the act and all the nasty shit that he did, and it's a done daughter. It's a done daughter. It's over with and done. And it is. What else, Spirit? Show me. Yeah. And out of all that shit that we already had down here that we pulled up, we doing renovations. Your wishes would be fulfilled now that you have ended out this cycle of irreconcilable differences with the pump master. Because you are the star, you are the sun. Ow. It makes my life is full and game. You need to know I love you so. And I'll do it all again and again. Whoa. 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 That's how you know this is the positive twist. This is the wishes fulfillment part of the Nine of Cups, which also can mean an ending of a relationship. It's finalized. Okay? Because you are no longer going back to the vomit in which you regurgitated. You don't do liars. You don't do STI givers. This motherfucker giving STIs for gifts. You are going to move forward. Nothing. I heard the song. Nothing can stop you. You going all the way up because the Most High needs his wife right on side of him. Okay, hello. We gone, baby. We out. We out. We out. Telling y'all want to go stop Nathan. Do not try to control the narrative. If I came out the womb having to contend with the narcissistic energy and family members, so-called female friends, then the men, like, oh my, get the hell out of here. Shit. Most I saying you about to move on to being freely loving. Your loving energy is free to roam. Oh, that's what I heard. 10 of Cups, baby. Your loving energy is free to roam. You ain't got to worry about having no real high cell phone bill, baby, because your loving energy moves through the AI, through the it's light speed, baby. Is undefined technology, okay? This is the divine feminine, God's eternal wife. And the Most High is letting it be known, baby, you did well. So you're going to be living your life like you are 50, and you're going to be living your life like the golden goose laying golden eggs, and everything you touch will be healed. Okay, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. You went from the 9 to the 10. Hey, friend. Hey. Isn't the horse 10 heaven or friendly? Which one of it? Which one is it? It doesn't really matter because heaven, yeah. Somebody wanted you to be operating like you was never going to get out of the past energy. And that's how they were siphoning your energy, divine feminine, because they felt like you would never, ever, 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 ever wisen up to what they were doing to you. See, somebody refurbishing some shit because I might be want to buy some of her furniture for my new house. Shit, YouTube, stop trying to gridlock me in. Put the real deal Holyfields all around me, baby, because I am the Most High's wife. How you tripping like this? Do you not realize who you keep on finagling with? Boom, look at that. Feelings of defeat. So this fool here tried to be in the Seven of Swords energy, never had nothing to give you, Nine of Pentacles, penny pecking ass, and literally felt like he wants you to stay stuck in the past so you wouldn't move forward. Didn't I say it? He, them, they, who gives a fuck? Anyway, we moving forward. We're moving forward. This is that past, present, future they wanted me to do. Here it is. Here it is, Spirit. Praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth. Praise be to the Most High. To God be the truth. Hello, baby. The universe is balancing all the shit out. Yes, we're going through the solar eclipse. I will be coming back to do the solar eclipse energy. Okay. I will be trying to make it, put it on my mind to come on back in and do the solar eclipse energy, beloved. Okay. So y'all wait for that. Okay. Yeah, everything being balanced out. Yeah, your ideas is popping. Cause I've seen her do that with that piece of furniture where she stripped off the paint. I need to do that to my real wood desk I got in there, and then I want to put some nice wood what you call it, stain on it, and put some a beautiful knob on it, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm ready to refurbish my furniture. She made me feel very motivated to do that. That's right. Look, universe is balancing it all out. Is we gonna get that 10 of cups? I mean 10 of pentacles with that 10 of cups spirit. Woo! Look. All this chariot in the reverse with this 5 of cups is talking about is that you just gotta be patient, baby. You just gotta be patient. Cause they ain't gonna let go of greatness easily. They ain't gonna let greatness out the cage easily. That Black Panther energy, y'all know I always talk about that Black Panther they got in the cage. Does not mean that it's still not a Black Panther. That the Most High didn't design a beautiful, mystical creature. That they felt humanly, strength-wise, I could put you in a cage. But look what the universe is doing. All your ideas are going to matriculate into wealth. And it's going to be never ending wealth. Everything you touch turns to healing. Because gold can be stolen. Everything you touch turns into healing. You can't steal somebody's healing. No, you can't. No. Not this anointing. Not this anointing. Praise be to the Most High. Baby. No. Because I feel like going on. And that's what we definitely doing, beloved. Yeah. And see, they fighting against it. What I say? They're not going to let greatness just easily just get out the cage, even though you still that Black Panther. You still that Black Panther. You still the creature that the Most High has made. Beautiful, mystical creature. So they know not the beast that they keep poking. Hello? Yes, we upgrading, baby. We upgrading life and everything you doing the work. You teach me how to love. And this person wanted you to, this whole shit was for you to learn how to love yourself. The late, great, legendary lover Whitney Houston said, the greatest love of all is to love yourself. Yes. Yes, indeed. Look at that. So even when you're on your downtime, you still, the ideas, Page of Pentacles, consistently is taking root. Okay, but it's time to rest. So that's what I'll be doing, y'all. I'll be resting. I'll be okay. I'm still going through shit, but I'll be okay. Yeah. So they wasn't gonna and look. What's the 5 and the 4? That's a 9. The 5 and the 4, that's a 9. So stay on your mind. It's supposed to stay on your mind because you're really serious about your life path. Okay, number 9. Okay, naturally born humanitarian. Okay, I heard the word activism, but what's going on right now in the media about how activism is playing all kind of a poker face ass games? I didn't want to say that word out loud. Boom. Look what I said. Poker face ass games. They gotta stay in compliance. Ooh, praise it. Praise it. Praise who? The Most High. Shoot. Look, y'all saw how that bounced off? Woo-hoo-hoo. Did y'all see it? Y'all better catch that as a highlight. I'll probably let that one show on. You see, YouTube, y'all be with that bullshit. Look at that. This is what they do not want to happen. Y'all saw it the first time, right? That this came all like this. Everything was flux. Look. They want you to play the game the way they outline it for you to play. But when you are sovereign, that means you're not playing their game. You live within their buildings, you paying their light bills, you doing all this type of shit because that's part of the what? The modern day enslavement. But at the same time, stepping into what? We gonna ride on the freeway of who? Love. That's the sovereignty that nobody can make you anything other than what you are, a free agent. So they want to control the narrative, control how you make the money. We say, we're hiring you. You could be a salesperson. No, I'm not a salesperson. What I'm selling is this knowledge. And guess what? There's no price on it. Okay? I don't see nowhere in the book of the Bible, in the good book, like they like to say, the elders like the good book, like they like to say, I don't see nowhere where Jesus was selling his wisdom. Tell me that. I didn't see it. Yeah, that's what I say. If you don't want to be in compliance, you're going to stay like this. So I've been talking to the Most High, my spirit team, the ancestors, the guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and everybody. And I've been saying, okay, so what's going on then? Like, well, because they cannot. It's just like the book of Job. They cannot go all far out to do all kinds of things to you because you are protected. Your season that you are in is protected. Your season that you in is protected, beloved. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They don't even want you to have a childlike quality about the way you do what you do. They love to keep you rattled. You see? Notice how everything that's been coming out has been mostly swords and cups. Swords and cups and wands. See? So we ain't lying about them controlling the narrative, baby. There, look at that. Unable to change and go back. Yeah, that's what they want you to be stuck as a victim and not protesting the truth of the Most High's love as a victor. That's what they want. And my breakfast is here, so I gotta go. Love y'all, and judgment is here. Peace and blessings.